Okay, from here we're going to go back to the tires now, and we're working our way from the tires back here. They can be recapped. They have to have a minimum of 230 seconds worth of tread. Same as the front, A, B, C's, and D's, abrasions, bulges, cuts, and dry rot is what we're checking for. Back here, we're also checking in between the duals. We're checking for any debris, any rocks, any trees, anything that could have got stuck in between the duals. From there, we're going to work our way down to the rim. The rim is there. It's not cracked. No illegal welds in the rims. Going to the lug nuts. The lug nuts are there. No rust or shininess, which would indicate looseness. From there, we're going to be checking the hub to make sure the hub is not cracked or no illegal welds on the hub. From to the middle of the hub, we have an axle back here. So the axle is there. All the bolts are there, and there's no leaks coming from the axle. Also, we're going to be checking our valve stem with the valve stem cap to make sure that it's there. It has the cap, and with the proper tire gauge back here, we check to make sure it has 90 pounds of air pressure. Also, at this point, we're going to be checking the spacer in between the tires to make sure it's not rusted out. From here, we're going to be checking our brake lines. Coming back, so this is where we want to learn CPR. So the L is lines, the C would be the caliper, the P is the pads, the R is the rotors. So we're checking all that back here. We got to get brake fluid from the front to the back, and it's like, and I always talk about the Roman Empire, how they built the aqueducts to get the water to it. So that's, when we think of the aqueducts as our brake lines, we have to get that brake fluid from the front to the back, and we got to make sure that there is no leaks all the way back from the front on brake fluid. From there, we're going to be checking our suspension at this point, just like we did up front. So we have a front and a rear leaf spring hanger. They're there. No bolts are missing. They are good and secure, no damage. Okay, coming down, we're going to be checking our bushings, that the bushings are there. They're not worn out. Then we're going to be checking our leaf springs, that the leaf springs are there. They're not broke, damaged, or missing. And back here, that we actually have hardware, that the hardware is keeping our leaf springs in line, that they're not like that, that they are straight in line with the hardware. From there, we also have an extra part back here, which would be called the torsion bar, which is the lower part of the leaf spring. It's the one, it looks like a leaf spring, but he's the one by himself. So we got to know torsion bar. He's there, not broke, not damaged, or missing. Also in the middle of the tire, going back with the leaf springs, will be the U-bolts. We got to check the U-bolts to make sure they're there, they're not broke, not damaged, or missing. Okay, then back as we go, we're going to check our mud flap, that our mud flap is there, it's not broke, not damaged, not missing.